Hello, hello, welcome in. Hi Ozzy, hi Lynn. It's good to see you. Today we'll be doing a Live2D stream. We'll be working on our snake goddess. I've set up our folders here. We have a little bit of folders here, not a lot, but it's still helpful. And now we're going to be spending a long time, just like we did with Jareth. Just like we did with Jareth. Setting up her deformers. So, hello, hello! My morning has been good. I've been working real hard. Doing a lot of fun things. Getting ready for Saturday's party. Hello, hello. I'm so excited and I really hope you're there. I'm just gonna get into it. We can keep talking. How has your morning been? Yesterday it rained so hard that a lot of places here flooded, I think. We're doing okay. She looks way more put together than Jareth did at first shot. It's true. But Jareth's a whole different nice. A whole different kind of technique that I'm using. It definitely feels different, but stayed up late finishing my last few assignments. I returned at spring break, got to sleep in. Yay, spring break! Happy spring break! That's this one. I think this is all up. Right. That's her right side. This is ponytail right. Yeah, do you have any fun plans? Or are you just gonna rest? Because that is completely what I would be doing. Okay, so that's all. Arm down left. This, I suppose we will be figuring that out later, but it is shoulder eyeballs. Oh, this is hair, hair. Anything else? That goes into head. Fingers. Staying on campus to work on some personal projects. Ooh, exciting. Rest. Good. Finish setting up my region commissions. Yeah! That's so hard. Good luck. I'm excited. You'll have to share your VGen. We can follow each other. I think that's... We'll say hand to left, or I guess it's hand mid, hand out, left. Yes, I want to swap VGens. We'll say that this is our ropes and our snakes, including this one and this one. Pretty sure. A fan of this horse, see what I did? Hi Nick, welcome in. So we'll say all this. Torso, torso. We can count these as torso. And then we have lower body. Now I think, yeah, ropes and snakes needs to live in torso. Hands don't need to live in torso. Shoulder eyeballs need to live in torso. Ponytail, no. Arm, no. Okay. We're getting there, we're getting there. Okay. So inside head. What do we got going here? We got a lot. So this is all mouth. Oh, yeah. Gonna try and do a monthly summary for first since April's kind of a handful. Ooh, hi Adnan, welcome in. It's good to see you. Okay, so that's nose, 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 eyebrow. Here we go. This is all. Oops. Eyes. So this is. Oh, I did it again. Oops, I did it. There we go. I write. Now I'm back in the passenger seat. This. Okay, so now I can do something like this, where I'm going to make another one of these and have it live like that. I think that that looks nice. So we'll say hair bow. Right, sure, why not? It wants to be that way, why not? And hair bow left. Did this one save? I don't think it did. There. What software? This is Live2D Cubism. It's a lot of fun. It's what lets me do this, what lets me puppet. I really enjoy it. It's very complicated. Insomnia, no! And hair, oh, nope. Eyeball. This is... and up. Right, okay. So if I want to hide the whole thing, I can. Perfect. Shoulders, arm down. This is arm out, left. I want to hide the whole thing. Not maybe the whole thing. See if we can get, well, no, not in this one. We can in the other one, but not this one. Okay. Insomnia, no, is also how I feel. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. A fun puzzle for me. It is. I love an interesting software. Okay. So now let's pop over here where you can tell there's obviously some things going on that should not be. Up in the head. So let's grab, like, this is nose. Okay, that's not gonna work though. Nose. And red nose? Yeah, red nose clips to nose shape. Pretty sure, at least. Face parts. Nose. Yes, it does. Press buttons and things happens. Tend to press all the buttons available to me and go reach for the paper again. Yeah. We'll say this is hair ornament? Hair, we'll say hair flower and bow. Why not? Okay, and then this is gonna be a whole thing because we want 4 of this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now 69 of your tip gold. Nice, nice. Yeah. Let's say this is he may write 1, create, and then we get okay, I see. He may left 1, create, he may write 2, and he may left 2. Great. Don't have a card. Oh man, Adnan, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I gotta have 500 subs. That's why we're pushing so hard for 500. Also, why did I do that? Why did I do? Okay, well. Okay, chat. Oh, it's because they're slightly different. Okay, I did make them different. Okay. Spread the word. Yeah, our party's gonna help. Party's gonna help. Okay, so now that we have those there, these need to be in the right spots. So this is for... already they're wrong. Already they're wrong. That's fine. We can get this. We can make it work. Okay, so this one. We get to move this. Let's say here. And then with this, then we can make this. He may write 2. Create. And now it's not so wrong shape. You know? You know when things are wrong shape? Left, he may bang. He may left 1. Create. And then this. Oh, like here-ish? Why not? Oh, it needs to be flipped too. That's fine. These 2. He may left 2. Okay, so now I get to go in here. 1, not this one, but this one. We're going to flip it. Okay. And not that one, but this one. We're also going to flip. Okay. Oh, that one decided to move. That's fine. Couldn't really tell you why, but it decided to. Okay, and then we have, let's say, bangs. Now the side hair. What is the side hair doing again? Oh, it's like out there. Okay, so this is more like a head hair kind of thing. We'll say back hair. Create. Didn't I have more of those? didn't I specifically create more of these? I did. Okay. Okay, so those... I'm trying to think, do I want to copy those now or later? Probably now, right? Yeah, there's nothing keeping me from doing it now. Hi Libby, hello, welcome in. Oh man, sorry Adnan. Eventually we'll get to having the YouTube side turned on. We'll get memberships. We'll wait till we're a family of 500, exactly. So let's say side here right. And then we can select CV. We'll go ahead and flip. Okay. This time that is, in fact, correctly flipped. And we'll just name this side hair left. Perfect. What else are we doing? We got bangs. Okay, so blush. This one. This one. Oh, that goes mouth. So this is all face. This goes into mouth. Where's that? Oh, mouth. There we go. No, wait, no. That goes into face. I lied. Then we have eyebrow and bangs. We'll just go ahead and give them some deformers. And eyebrow right. Create. Let's go ahead and Control C, Control V. Don't even have a bank any. Hello? Nick's out here off the grid. What do you mean you don't have a bank? So this is left now. Do I have Binance or any other method? Not that I can think of right now. Right now it's just Ko-fi. Technically I have my VGen, but I don't think VGen has a tip function yet. Maybe it does. I'll have to look into that, but I really appreciate that you wanna help so bad. Hello, Doji. I did that wrong. And this becomes I left. Oh, you are in the wrong place, my dear. That's not where you go. Did it do the same thing to... Did it do the same thing to this? I thought it didn't. Those seem like they're the same. This is right up on there. And this is right up on there. Yeah, huh? Just with the eyes, huh? You just want to make the eyes hard? That's fine. We can fix this. It's gonna be hard by eyeball. Aha, get it? Eyeballing it? Hi, Steph. Good morning. Not until 3. That's all right. Okay, so how are we gonna... Let's go ahead and show grid. Let's go ahead and model. Show guide. Add guide to center. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not... That's centered? You tell me that's centered? It looks centered for the neck, but not for the face. So that's gonna be its own thing. And I'm thinking that that's why this didn't work. So let's go ahead and select all this and delete one more time. And I have a plan. Now that we have our center line, we're gonna take this and we're just going to move it until we are centered. How can we tell? We can tell on the lips, probably. I didn't give them a cupid bow. It doesn't look centered yet. There? Absolutely incomprehensible. Yeah, about there. Why isn't the grid centered to the midline though? That's what I want to know. Like Friends? Yeah. Isn't it even my real name? Huh. Extremely much hate that the grid is not centered to the midline. Not gonna lie. It is centered with Jareth, and I'm very upset it's not centered here. It's upsetting. It's not even like centered to any of them. It's not even like halfway between. Oh. So I guess grid's just not gonna be helpful. I also think this still isn't centered. How could I possibly tell? I purposefully made a lot of things not centered because I didn't like them like that. How about this down here? Can we tell with this? No, I suppose that is centered. Okay, so we're gonna say that's centered, and let's see if it does it this time. So I write, select child, Control C, Control V. You had to do so much to get it centered on Jareth. I did? I mean, yes, I did, but like, it came centered on the grid. I don't think I can change that part. Let's see if it did it right this time. Absolutely did not. She looks so much alien. Okay, so where... I can't even use the grid! The grid is not useful if it's not aligned to the center. So where's our center line? I have to be able to like look. So this is our center line. And this is... It's not... Okay. Before I lose myself, I'm Googling this because this... Oh, and also this is a choose your own background music stream. I'm turning off the music. Unless people want it on, I guess. I guess I can turn it back on if you want it, but this is a choose your own background music stream. Choose your own background music. Tell me what you're gonna listen to. What am I searching for? I'm searching for Live2D center midline on grid. I'm reading things. I'm reading things. They don't seem to be helping. It's okay, I guess. I guess that's fine. Oh, how about snake jazz? Figure out what bug music is. Yeah. Figure out what bug music is and let me know. Leave him behind. Just look at him. Okay, well, apparently the grid's going to be completely unhelpful. Why is whole mouth? Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on, guys. Okay, if I delete this, just this part, right? If I delete that part, and I click on all of these, why is it doing that? Head, because this is like that? Do I need to redo all of it? Oh no, okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. This is what I'm saying, you gotta set it up right the first time, otherwise everything falls apart. I'm deleting I left though. Okay, so everything else is fine, I think. Because if I say took, what's one that's really easy to see? It would be hand out. So let's turn this off. And let's turn, where's the other one? Uh-oh. Head, hair, eyeball, sure. Hand up, shoulder, arm down. We don't want that one. We want arm out. Okay. So let's select all of these. Control C, Control V. And we flip these. Do they go into the correct position? Absolutely not. I have to just vibe check all of these. Not a big fan. Music that bugs would do while they do bug activities. Yeah. Music bugs would do while they do bug activities. That's crazy. Ah, maybe that's the problem. Hold on. Let's try it this way. Right? And then we flip this. Is that gonna flip correctly? It does. It does flip correctly. Okay. And where does it go? Does it look right though? No. Why is it like so far up? Can we like talk about that for a minute? Why is it so far up? It's supposed to be behind a bunch of stuff. So if I take all this and I put it like behind all of these things, yeah, like here. What are you doing, friends? Okay. So that mirrored. Is that where I want it to mirror? Sure. I guess. How am I supposed to know? Get this ponytail out of the way. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks correct to me. Okay. So now let's... Ooh, wrong button. Let's change this to handout right real quick. Well, no. Let's delete it. We have other problems. We're gonna come back up here. Collect all of these things. And if now I hit, well, I guess this is head, not face. If I create head, no, it's not. It's actually less centered than it was. Okay. Hold on. So I take all of these things except the things that aren't mirrored, which is these four. Okay. And then head create. It's still not, but it is much closer. Why isn't it? Oh, because I don't have, okay, we're getting somewhere. We're starting to understand. We want, oh, back hair. Yeah, no, that's not supposed to be like that. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so we want all of these things, except those things. All of those things except these things. Head. Create. You know what? I'm just going to call that centered. I'm just going to call that centered, and we're just going to go for it. Art stream is just for vibes. It's true. Ah, thank you so much, Peculiar. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so now that we have head more or less centered, I'm going to put these things inside of it, even though they're technically like, right, if I click on this, they're outside. Doesn't really matter, as far as I can tell. Little head, flower, and bow. Great. Oh, yeah, I have to do this all again. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh. But this time it will be centered. Sort of. Okay, if it's not, okay, it's not though. It's not centered though, which makes me think it's not in the center yet. Ooh, is that the trick? Is that the trick? So now I move this until it's at center, which is, I think I figured out the trick. Excited to be kept company, yay! Me too. Okay, okay, that's at center now. So now I delete this again. I grab everything like this again. Head, this is big brain time. Centered. Oh, big stretch, everybody. Big stretch, everybody. Sorry, I know you meant Levin Polka, but I looked down and I was like, I had a dance remix of Levi's Polka, and I'm like the jeans? Levi's Polka. Okay, and then this can have its own thing. Head, flower, and bow. I'm so proud of myself right now. Nose. Side hair. This is face. We have I write. This is whole mouth. Okay. All right. Let's just go ahead and get all these together. Oh, this goes into face, blush, and this one go in face. Great. Okay. Bangs gets its own. Go for eyebrow left. Eyebrow right. Oh, that goes into mouth. And this goes into back hair, I guess. Create. Okay, so now let's close these up and open up the one that is a paint, which is this one. So we want this one and this one. This is he may, what did we say? We said right one. This one and this, nope. This one and this one, yep. He may write two. This one and this one, He may left one. And last one, he may left two. Okay. Look at that. Oh. It hasn't even been like 40 minutes. Ooh. I'm learning. I'm learning so much. Okay. What else are we doing here? Now we can go down to ponytail. Control C, Control V. Let's go ahead and flip her. Okay. To friend. I don't think that that's... Wait, I have thoughts. Thoughts are happening. I'm noticing that this isn't correct. So if I make this correct, because I moved it, right? So let's move it to where it should go, which is like maybe here-ish, right? And then I do this, right? It's gonna look strange, but hopefully not as strange. Flip. Okay. Okay, this makes me think. Whole body is not centered. Okay. This is we're learning. Clean, yay! We love clean. Okay, so we did head. We don't really care about that. I care about, well, okay, hold on. I do care about these things. Let's go ahead. Okay, so everything that's not in head, we're going to do the same thing we just did to head, which is to say, redo our stuff after figuring out where center is. Okay? Now, she is not a centered being, to say the least. Well, no, maybe that is my problem, because like if I look at the neck sure looks centered to me, and that's what demands everything else's attention, right? So whole body isn't centered for that reason. So what we want, if we want a centered whole body, would be to, what would we be doing? Hold on. I'm having big thoughts. Big thoughts. Okay, delete. We're back here. We have our things. I think, especially hand out, if I duplicate this and flip it for the Tuesday, yeah, bring your own background music. I would see, but that looked right. We already agreed that that looked right. Oh, right, no, because we're not moving it. Right. Sorry. I grab all of these and all of the except that one. No. Who's coming out that far? Who's over here? Lower body? Lower body, what are you doing like that? Floor fabric? Is that what's pushing you out? Delete that. Okay. And then we'll grab all of these things. And that's more centered than it would be, right? And we'll go ahead and we'll create lower body. Okay, and then I think if I come into here and I hit control, yeah, I can move that with, okay, so perfect. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Floor fabric goes into lower body even though it's outside of bounds for reasons. What else am I doing here? Torso? Torso's not even close. Not even close to center. Which one of you guys is kimono bottom? Okay. Torso, create, come in here, control, enter it, right? And then we put kimono bottom into torso, okay. And, okay, hold on. And we're doing all of this for reasons? Right, it was to center whole body. Why can't I just do the... Why can't I just do this trick then? Okay, I guess we're done? I don't know. Ropes and snakes need to go Okay, so we're just gonna do that for a minute. Actually, this trick. Torso, lower body, arms, ropes and sticks goes into torso. Shoulder eyeballs doesn't need to be centered, goes into torso. Hand, arm, and right, because I did that for reasons, which we're gonna delete this one. Okay. Well, I'm gonna rename this because it's already making me confused. Better. Okay. So this, I think there's no way around it. We're gonna create a duplicate. We're gonna flip it. Okay. And we're just gonna fix it. Well, it doesn't need fixed anymore. I thought I wouldn't do the thing and I did it. Okay, but we did learn that wherever neck is, wherever neck lives, it does need to live, or at least all of these, let's just grab all this, needs to live under wherever neck lives. And just, aha. Right, and that's fine. Because we're gonna take this one and we're gonna drag it back all the way to the bottom. Actually, yeah, all the way to the bottom. And we're gonna save it because we haven't done that yet. And we're going to save it. I mean, I guess, yeah, I don't know her name yet, so I guess she's still just Tig Biggies. Wow, I can't believe we did it. So now, theoretically, if I go down here, select all, TV, because this is why we went down this whole rabbit hole, right? And we flip it. Okay. Look at that. It flips correctly. This is I left. Look at her. She is beautiful. Okay. I am going to put all of these guys in like a knot head. I know that that's kind of weird, but like body, create, just makes me feel better. Now it's body centered. I don't even, that doesn't look like a warp deformer to me. That just looks like a thing. Where's, see, there's green in the middle of the ones. Not that one, and not that one. Weird. How come those don't have green thing? Oh, because they're not visible? Because I turned them off? Because there's invisible parts in them. Is that why? Where's... Now I be looking. Here we go. If I come back over here... Okay, yeah, because there's invisible parts in them. Okay. And that's way off center. And we're just gonna Center that real quick. A little bit more like this way. Woo! How far out do I have to be to see it? There we go. Centered. Centered. Okay. Head, body, whole body. Do a little dance. We're so excited. Okay. Now, I am not a centered being. Now we can finally start looking at things. So let's look at this. We have head, side hair, body. Now it's not true. We do want ponytails to live in the head for reasons. Hello? I told y'all to move. Here you go. Lower body, arm, torso. Okay. Better. Okay. So now, if I take this and I move it, it moves her whole head. Look at that. So nice. If I move this one, it moves her whole body. Maybe she'll have a form with 6 arms. Maybe that's something we'll do. On the head, but yeah. Usually. So we have angle, X, Y, and Z. So this is X. This is Y. And this is Z. Z, I'd say easiest to rig, but we're gonna go with X first. So we're going to take head, we're gonna make a new deformer on top, and we're gonna say head, X, Y. No, we're not. I lied. I want folders to look nice. So instead we're gonna take all these and do this. Head, X, Y, create. Okay, so then now it's on here. We're not going to add it to Y yet for reasons. 6 heads and even more eyes. I think it's a good idea. Can I ask why you're not centered? It's I can fix it. I can fix this. I fixed it so far. Why not fix it now? I just realized that, like, that's the whole thing, is I'm gonna have to fix it every single time. It's fine. Okay. Head, X, Y. Do I want it that big? No. Actually, I lied. Head. Okay. I want everything this. I want that. This is head XY. Sorry, I keep lying to you. And then we're going to put these in there. Much better. And then we add, okay. We're ready. So, extremely basic start. Let's make her turn to the right. You're like, Miss May, what are you doing? What are you doing? That looks awful. Trust me. You gotta trust the process, friend. Live2D is all about trust in that process. Trust in that process and letting things look like bad PS2 models. You just gotta let it happen. Do I want it further out, maybe? Like, how far do I want her turning? What if the process doesn't trust me? Huge question. You're out here asking the real questions. Okay. I think that works for that for now. We are going to then take this one, I guess all of it here, but not the back hair and not the ponytails. This is going to be hair XY. Does the process know I'm trusting it? Does it? Apparently you gotta trust that the process knows. Oop. Might have to add it first. Actually decided, do I want side hair in there? No, I do. I do. Okay. Do I want to add a bunch of little things, or do I want to do each one individual? Another great question. We'll figure that out as we go. Okay, so back hair, absolutely gonna need that. This something like that. Now I need to rename this actually to XY. Okay. Something's wrong with that. We want, I think its back hair is above these. And we don't want that. Its hair ball. I mean, yeah, that's definitely a problem. Here we go. We'll just put it all the way in the back. Much better. We're still seeing back hair. Oh, it's not back hair's problem. Okay, whose problem is that? Whose problem is that? It's not Himebank's problem, is it? Mm-mm. No. Is it its own problem? Ah, it is. It is its own problem. That's interesting. We'll deal with that later then. I think this would be way further in. Also, I thought we said they were under the neck. I don't know. Closer, but we definitely want the hair to be doing something else. A little bit more. Like that. Oh, I never fixed the mouth. We can set that up while we're here. So mouth back needs to clip to face. What is this? Oh no, that's mouth back. I meant for those two to be the same layer. That's my bad. Interesting. So we're gonna clip it to mouth back, I guess. And you can see that this is kind of doing a thing. So we want to, wait, is that what we're doing? Hold on. This, we want to hide the back of the mouth with our, ooh, that's no good. Let's fix that real quick. Okay, so we want our top lip. Where'd bottom lip skin go? Is this bottom? Oh, it is bottom lip skin. Okay. So we want this, first of all, to be like, how come y'all aren't? I thought we did like a whole thing about how y'all are supposed to be centered. I thought that was like a whole episode we had. See how it's distinctly not centered? Hold on. Does this need moved? The head's not centered again? Wait a minute, hold on. Hold on. What? Oi. Wait. Oh, I'm so lost. Hold on. Hold on, I'm so extremely lost. Head is centered. Head XY is centered. Hair is centered. Bangs. Oh, bangs aren't centered. But that's fixable. Side hair is centered. Nose isn't centered. Eyebrow left and right, we don't care about. Mouth. Extremely much care about it, but also it just looks like something's wrong. But I specifically think it's this one. Like, hold on. Yeah, our whole like mouth that isn't the lipsticks, because the lipsticks I think are centered. Not entirely, but we can make that happen. We can center that. Okay, and now we want all of these things. Means we're turning these off. Need centered real bad. Like really bad. So let's try like a mouth insides. I'm yeah, it's centered if I center it. Who would have thought that it gets centered if you center it? Okay. This again needs help. Okay. Now we can think about the cha-cha slide. Exactly. Okay, so this and this were originally supposed to be to the same layer. I'm really kind of worried if I take this away. Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, so this is supposed to, let's clip it in. Let's clip it in. This lives mouth back. Okay. Mouth back. I'm sure there's like a reverse clipping thing I can do here. I just need to think really hard about it. So if I, hold on, reverse mask this to top lip skin and bottom lip skin. Okay. Is that how reverse masks work? If I move this. I think so. And then this needs to. So we'll shift this down where it needs to go, which is like here. And we'll shift this down where it needs to go, which is about there. Okay, I think that's correct. And then we would take these two. Can I then make them 0%? No, I can't. Even though these are, if I mask it to there, then you can't see it at all. Yeah. So we want those layers for the top mouth are a little cursed, extremely cursed, extremely cursed. Appointment 3, make sure you go. Okay, if I take this, what if I reverse mask it to this layer? No, that's not it either. Unless... No, that's still not it. Hold on. So we take... Big, huge think right now. Because what we're... Okay, let me tell you what we're doing. We're looking at how the lip pieces, the skin pieces I'm working with, cover up my very pretty shadow on the face. What if I took... We have face, which is the line. We have face, which is the color. And then we have face shadow, which is the shadow part. Which, that's not good. That bad sign, actually. Did I do that on accident? Did I clip something down on accident? Yes. Okay. So that's something I need to re-import then. Because that should like seamlessly flow, and that very clearly does not seamlessly flow. But it's fixable. I'm still trying to figure out... We're going to have... our skin... Feeding time at the zoo? For real? Which zoo? Which zoo is it feeding time? I think I just clip it to face. I think I just clip it to face, and then I have to like fix that later because the face part is, and we'll rename that. What's his face? Color, I suppose. Ah. Yeah, and then I would clip this to face color. I'm pretty sure this is correct. Did I make it revert? Okay, yeah, I don't want that. And then if I move, well, yeah, no, yes, because then, yes, no, that's correct. This just shouldn't have shading there. So I can fix that in a minute. Still gonna look weird for now, that's fine. Okay. Back to where we were. which was weird model. Okay, we can go to Norse. Specifically, nose shape is going to be the most important, but let's go ahead and say nose XY, create, add, bring this way over, honestly, like here. And then it's gonna live something like that. And then mouth as well. Let's grab all of these. Well, I suppose all of those. Let's see. Mouth XY. And just kind of gently bring it over. Can see things are happening, but it's all right. Don't worry about it. That just means I didn't clip this one correctly. Yeah, no, that's not it. We want to clip it to face shadow. No, face color. And face color? Sure. Why not? Okay, it doesn't work like that. That's okay. We can deal with that later. That's a later problem. I need to merge those together. We'll bring it in later. Okay. What else are we doing here? We're saving. That's important. Save. Ooh, she looks friendly. Let's say friendly is the word we're looking for there. Okay, so face needs some work. Grab all these. Face X. Add that in, and let's look at seeing the problem here. That's okay. Big thinking. Big thinking. Farm wisdom, farm wisdom. Why can't, you know what? If you're gonna be that much of a problem, you're hello? Clearly I moved the mouth when I should not have. Hold on. Big think about farm wisdom. You know how it is. Okay. I would love to be able to use this as intended. Which is to say, not like this. I'm going to give this a 9x9. Should give me way more control over it. Why do warp deformers do this, by the way? I wish I knew why warp deformers don't deform everything inside of them equally. Like, sometimes they do when you are on these points, but when you're on these points, they don't. See how they don't do that? Would love to know why. Because I very much don't want to sit here and like have to do this whole thing by each one by itself, you know? Okay, we're back to where we were, and I think we're just gonna have to do each one by itself. So we're gonna start here. We're gonna start here because this is the bottom one. When I was making my own room, yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, I wish warp deformers just did all of them the same. It'd be very helpful. Okay, so for now we're gonna turn this off. And we're gonna turn this off. And we're just gonna do this for now. So I know what shape I want it to be, even. Ignore how the mouth is like that, though. In fact, I might have to just... Not those, though. Turn this off. Okay. Okay, and then this would go maybe like that. It's not a bad shape. I might give her more of a cheek. Perhaps we can do some more here. I think, yes, that's about where we want that to be. So now we can turn on our line and unfortunately do the same thing to our face line, where we're going to just match it up to where it needs to go. You're like, Briar, sure. Miss May, shouldn't there surely be another way? Not that I know of, since the warp deformer wants to change it all at different rates, and I need that kind of precision control. So here we are. Oops, not like that. I wanna have more bits there. And then this whole section here, I can grab like this. And kind of bring it where it needs to go. There-ish. And then grab this whole bit and make it a little bit less cursed. So there-ish. Crab music. We love to hear crab music. Now I'm just gonna go like yeah. How come? Much better. And then same thing to face color. We'll turn that on. How badly is it? Face color should be clipped to face shadow. And then we use it to make the shadow. Wonderful. Oh, I didn't. Every time I don't do something like that. And then this to form our shadow. File, save. Big stretch. Shrimp check. Shrimp check, everybody. I'm going to come in here, turn off some things. I'm noticing we have our little cat reflections on, which is this one and this one. And then we also want top lid on face shadow. We want bottom lid on face shadow. And same with the other eye. Top lid on face shadow and bottom lid on face shadow. Trump. Okay, so far so good. The bangs are too far forward. I'll tell you that much. I was like, it needs to be further forward. I guess it doesn't. It was in fact too far. See how far forward it looks like her bangs are? That's not where they sit. They're gonna sit more like this. Way closer in. Suppose we could do something like that. I don't like how far up they go. Better. We can push this one forward. Much better. Save. Okay. Let's turn her mouth back on so we can see it. Turn this there. Okay. We also want all of these to be above nose shape. Okay. So she's turning, and we're going to need this to come with. Hello, friend. Why are you all the way out here? Would love to know why you're all the way over there. When I told you specifically to live on a shadow, maybe I need to change it to. There you go. That's better. Okay. Clearly, everything is not better, but it's now behaving the way I thought it would. She looks like a horse, and not in a fun Uma Musume kind of way. Why is it going down? Hello? Why is it so far down? That's not how I want it. It's still going down. Here, maybe? That's better. But we're gonna want it to live maybe here? That seems correct. And now I'd like it to maybe like that. Like when I yeah, I can see it. I'm just turning off mouth or face color because it's very distracting. I see how that's not better. It's fine. I mean, it's blush. Blush needs to be above all that. Blush needs to be above nose. Okay, and it is. And it needs to be above specifically this. Okay, and it is. I'm squinting at you then. How come you're like that? Stonks. I feel like nose actually needs to be further out. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. That makes physical sense. It's not perfect, but okay. We do need this. Not like that. We need this clipped to this. And this clipped to this again. Okay. Can we duplicate this and make it darker? It feels like it's not dark enough. Her nose is extremely Rudolph shaped, but it is better. I'll add this in. And we'll just kind of make this not so, maybe more pointy would be good. Maybe not that much. Can we like make this 50? Oh, I see. Okay, so I can delete this. And I can make this like, I don't know, 50 instead of 33. 55. 45. That's much better. I'd like to kind of curve this, I think. Nose works real good. Yay! Hey friends, are the eyebrows not moving back there? Hold on. It just looks like they're straight up not moving. Oh, I guess they are. They don't feel like they're moving enough. Maybe that's me. Okay, I'm gonna have a quick break so I can walk around, get my shoulders feeling better. You know, I need something with these shoulders. And then we'll get right back into this. So let me pull up the be right back screen. And I'll see you in just a few minutes, okay? here we go. Let's try some more. Let's keep going. This ain't too bad. What we need now is very much... Where did our side hairs go? eBay bangs. Here we go. Side hair. We want these two. Let's say side hair left XY. Create. Add. Pull those in. And these get filled. Maybe like that. Side hair 2 XY create, and we're gonna pull this one maybe here, something like that. Ah, I didn't add it in. I was like, why is that not doing it? Why does it seem wrong? Need to add that. Thank you. Maybe there-ish. We can pull this back in a bit. Maybe like that. Like there and there. Yeah, that's right. All right, have fun at your dentist appointment. We'll keep working hard. Okay, so let's try this. We're gonna select everything. These don't count. We don't want that to move the same way. We want that to move the same way. We don't want this to move the same way. Perfect. Modeling, parameter, mirror. Oh, right, because I'm not here. Modeling, parameter, mirror. Okay. How's it look? How bad is it? Does it look bad? Find out. Hey, there we go. That's not too bad. So, then we have that. Let's go ahead and pull up this one, which we already had. Change this up to where it needs to be, which is something more like here, probably. And then we need our side hairs very much to be doing things, but we want these two. Go ahead and make them side hair XY, create, and side hair 2 XY, create. Okay, so then we add this in, pull it. Where are we putting it? We're putting it here-ish. No, we want them to be like that. Add something like that, maybe. I don't like the way that moves. Oh, it's because I have them the wrong way round. Okay, wait. So this one, we want to live maybe here. And this one, we want to live here. right? Res, sort of, but then this one we want underneath. Yeah, like that, right? Right? That's better. But we are going to take this, make those points look nicer. Make them look like they're following something at least. That's not too bad. Now we're looking mostly on this side at this point. What are you? And what are you doing? Bangs? How about you don't do that? Thank you. Yeah, that's fine. No shape has some things going on this side, but we'll deal with that later. Right now, I'm quite interested in this one. So let's grab all these. See what kind of magic trick we could play on this. So this will be hair, flower, and ribbon, X, Y. So when we go this way, that's fine. I'm not a huge fan of the way that it like extends like that. I think we can just have it be like that. I think that's fine. When we're here, let's go ahead and push this back a little bit more round. More like that. Oh, I did it without, oops, my bad. There we go. Add it in first. Push this in a little bit. I think maybe here. And then here we'll pull like I said, we'll pull it in like it's curving. Get curving. And then over here, we want it to, first of all, perhaps have a point. Well, let's start it here for now, where we're going to make this oh, I can't do it from here. So not like that. Okay. Let's just think where we want this to live at this point. And it's not like that. It's probably going to be like this. Well, that's fun. That's already in the right spot. And maybe curved a little bit. Maybe pull this in so we don't see any of that. Now, is that how I actually want it to behave? No. No, it's not. But it's getting our thinking brains thinking real good. So instead of that, let's try it. Yeah, those are already behind. How'd they do that? Oh, because they're behind. I see. That's a nice little trick. Don't think I can do it with my flower, but I like that. Now what if we just this nightshade, put it like that. No. And actually, I think this whole thing would live more. Oops, not like that. More like here. Let's play with just this nightshade. We'll squinch it. Well, just get its stamen in there. Let's say XY. And let's squinch it. Squinch it real nice. Maybe curve it a bit. And we do want it to live more. Wonder, is this how we're gonna do it? I don't think so. But now I'm just curious. I'm just curious how far we can push this. Because that's, I'd say no good. But those ribbons look quite nice the way they're going there. Do they defy physics? Yes. But they don't look too bad. Whereas our lovely little flower, I think, might need something. Now, as far as these two go, I actually have an idea. That if here it's like this, right? And then here, I had an idea, gone now. Here we would probably want to, how are we gonna do? Do you think rotating them a little bit will help? Top one, sure. Bottom one, no. It's not gonna move like that. I was like, something happened. It did. Now, in here, I want to grab not the side hairs, not the nose. There we go. These. We're gonna make this is Hime, or we'll say Hime, right one, XY, create. Add that in because that's not how it's going to live. It doesn't live like that. Do you live like that? I didn't think so. What I do want it to do is this side. Oh, no, well, yeah, like that. Also, about the bangs. So this is where we're going to start to start to create layers. Gonna make sure Lisa maybe give me some money for the charts. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. That would be fantastic. So let's get all this out. So this, and this, and this, and this. Hold on, no, that's wrong. We may go to Scar School after all. I think so. I think so. So here in the middle, we have our bangs. And we do want them to live where they're living. But over here, we don't want them to live where we're living. So let's try this. Unfortunately, that means we're adding this in. Well, actually, no. Just right here. Oops. +1. Huh? Wait, no. And also right here. Well, maybe not there. Maybe more. Well, no. Hold on. This. Here. No. Okay, yeah, this is where we're gonna have a thing. We're gonna come over here. Everything is at 500 currently. We don't want that. We want things to be able to move. And I just gotta think about how we're doing that. So if we say, take this, and this, and this, and this, all of these things, not that, only the things that have layers, this, not blush, no, 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 no. Just those things. And we're going to bulk change draw order. Let's make them, yeah, 105 sounds fine. Okay. Sure. Now they're all 105. Now if I come back over here, this one, when we turn to the right, I want to go underneath the banks, which means now if I hit -1, goes underneath the banks, but it has to like live there first. So now we need to add -1. Great. Is it living at 105 forever? Okay, so I do have to, I guess, do this. 105, 104, 105. Okay. There we go. Now it goes behind when it's behind and in front when it's in front. Perfect. Same thing with this. Number 2. Do the same thing. We want to add. Right. And we're going to -1 and -1. We love to see it. We love to see it. And we'll do the same thing with the left side. Add. And we want to make this. Where did we have this one? Or 2. Here-ish. Add a point. Okay. -1. Over here. -1. There we go. Same thing for left 2. Where we're going to, now is that, no it doesn't. Okay, good. Add, -1 and -1. There we go. Now our hair turns. Fantastic. Perfect. Still not a huge fan of this, but I'm not really sure what else to do with it. I would need to make a bottom art for it, maybe? I'm not sure, actually. I'll have to look at how other people do it. Can say I don't particularly enjoy that, so let's see if we can't make this easier on ourselves and just make this curve with her head like way more. Honestly, that looks better in my opinion. It looks less like it's traveling, right? This, obviously, no, not working, but we can. Okay. This, and we can do maybe like this. Maybe. It's not great, but again, I'd have to have made the loops into two separate pieces so that they could cross over themselves, and I did not. So for now, we'll deal with it later. I do think that like here, maybe we can add a form for this. Yeah, about here-ish. I don't know how badly this will look, but we'll find out. Where we can add this in like that, and then -1 and -1. Can't really see it because I'm on a different one, so let's try on this one. Add in, -1, -1. Okay, no, that looks pretty good actually. The flower's blocking the process, which is perfect. It won't always do that, but we'll see. And then the flower. This little guy. This little guy. Add him in there. Well, that's not it. That's certainly not it either. We'll try that for now. We'll leave it there so we know that we're working on it. We know it needs to get better. I'm gonna put myself on mute for just a little bit while I keep working. Okay, mic back on, mic back on. Honestly, I'm enjoying this. I know that the face needs fixed. Once I import that new texture, I think this will look just fine. Nose obviously needs fixed on this side, but that's all right. So what I'd like to do now is get our reflections going. Now we've already, so a lot of these things cannot and should not be reflected. So obviously this, don't reflect any of this. Bad idea. But that, yeah, this, no, bad idea to reflect any of those things. Bad idea to reflect any of those things. Nose, sure. Mouth, sure. Lashes, nope, we don't want to reflect that. Iris, nope. Ponytail, nope. Okay, so these are the things that we want to reflect. Let's go over here. Modeling, parameter, motion mirroring. Okay. And that should have done a lot of things, but what it did not do is... Okay, so now we have, at least in my opinion, right side hair, right side Hime bangs. So let's grab these things. Probably it was just, right? Hold on. Yeah. Did I not put that one in? No, but that's okay. So we're gonna grab these, all of this, all of that. Which means first we're grabbing all of the left side. Here we go. Let's do it that way. First we're gonna grab all of the left side. And that's going to include our whole eyeball. Unfortunately, is that how we're gonna do it? Okay. There we go. Of course not. Nope, we don't want those. Stop it. Left. 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 Okay. All the left things, all the left things. All the left things. All the left things. Including these. Okay. So we have grabbed a whole bunch of left things, and now we're going to delete them all. I did not delete all of the left things. Where are those? Where are those living? Up here. Okay. Not that though. Yes, that though. Oh, I see what happened. I think. Delete. Didn't delete those things. I am. Delete. No. Shift. Cut. Sure. Okay, let's say that that worked. Now. Haha. We grab all of our right thing. So we'll just grab all our right things, which would be that. Let's just try eye right first, just I write first. Just because. Control C, Control V. We're going to flip. Say, why are you doing this now and not when you've like finished everything? Just because I want to know that it worked. Which I'm not totally convinced it did. No, it didn't. Hold on. Just because I want to like know. Just because I want to know. Will you show me? Okay, so this is not what's rigged. Iris is not rigged. Lashes? Top lashes XY is rigged. Iris XY is rigged. So if I grab all of these, what are you? Hey friend, what are you? Who are you? Bottom lashes, what are you doing, friend? You've been messy. You've been messy. Okay. Okay. Select child objects. Control C, Control V. We're pasting it. We're flipping it. Reflect angle X. Sure. Let's see if that worked. It did. Okay. This is now I left. And we can do the same thing now to these things. And these things. Okay, let's see if this works. Control C, Control V. How will that paste it, I wonder? Okay, not badly, actually. Flip. Flip angle X. Okay. Now if I click on this. Okay. All I have to do is take uh-oh. Ah. Interesting. Sure. All right. These things. And pull them down to the bottom. Very, 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 very bottom. Hey, what are you? Hey friend, what are you doing? What are you? Real curious. Curious as to who you are. Ooh, you're a Hime bottom. What are you doing there? You live there? How's that? Okay. Yeah, you like it better there, huh? Okay. Hey. Let's look at the nose. The nose needed some help. Nose is here. And particularly we want to look at nose shape because that is what controls, as you would have guessed, the shape of the nose. Can I? Oh, solo's not going to do anything for me, huh? Okay. So the idea here was that somewhere about here-ish, because here's our center and we like that look. But about here is where we want to flip it into shape. Not there. Nope, I lied. Here, add, bump, flip. Okay. Ooh, I see. It flips it for the whole thing. I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay, so let's add this one here. And let's take this whole gosh darn thingy. And at this point, it's gonna do a loop-de-loo. What are you doing, friend? Gonna do that. Now I would like it to not shift like horizontally or vertically, I suppose you could say. No shape. Add. Okay, so let's do this with the shift act. Nope, not like that. Okay, so we can do that. Over. And then with shift down, put that about here. Is that where it was? It's not a great look. So I have a different idea. What we're gonna do instead is we're gonna make another one of these. Control C, Control V. This one. Now they're both connected, right? Okay. We both also want them both to be connected here. So at this point, this is going to be, well, let's make this no shape left, just so I know which one's which. And let's make it into a left shape, you know? Make it into a left shape, and we're going to turn off its friend until this looks like a correct left shape. Seems like this one. Okay. So here's the thing. At this point, we only want left to be visible. We want it to be 100. So we want this 0, 100, 0, and 0. Okay. So we'll turn off left so we can see what we're doing here. But we have this nice nose shape on this side. It comes in, it gets to that, and it goes away. Goes away. 0, 0, 0. Gone. Where'd it go? I wonder. This, which is clipped to no shape, that's fine. This one, other way around. At this point, 0. And at this point, 0. So now, what is it doing? It shaped friend. Ah, I see what's wrong. Okay. Like that, maybe. Can't see anything. And let's just go ahead and make it so it just doesn't do that, because I don't really want it to do that. Friend, what did I just say? I don't want you to do that. Hey friend, I don't see you like controlling where this is, which you should be. Controlling where that lives. But I don't think you are. So if I turn this off, and like just so we know what the heck is going on around here, let's turn. Where's mouth? Mouth insides. Let's turn these off so they're not distracting. And we're also going to turn off nose lines so they're not distracting. Okay? So we have our wonderful nose shape like this. Love it, love it, love it. Here. Not so much loving it here. It should be. Ah, thank you, Miss Lynn. It should be doing that. Because that's at 0. So clipping works even when something is at 0. Good to know. So what if instead of that, right, we take this and we maybe put it like here, right? Here it's still gonna be like here, I guess. And then there, it's like that. Still don't see you like controlling where that is, but hold on. Turn that off. Okay, here we go. So here, this one needs to become a line. And here, this one is also a line. And now our lovely nose, hey, look at that, switches directions. Where is she supposed to be? Now, is there an ugly little vertical line hanging out around? I kind of feel like there would be, but I don't see one. Oh, that looks so cute! Oh, I love that so much. I'm so happy about that. Okay, save. And let's turn this line back on. And we're gonna do the same thing to the line. So here, it goes to here, sorry, it goes to 0, and here it goes to 0. So now it only shows up. Friend? What? Oh, I was on the wrong spot, like extremely wrong spot. Never mind. Okay, we want those lines. Thank you. Add her in here. Well, could she just flip? Or how terrible would that look? Right? It's clearly too wide here. Oh, that shape. I want lines. So this one, I very much could flip it, I suppose. Well, actually, let's do that. Let's grab nose line. Modeling parameter. Motion mirroring. Okay. Okay. Just so I know she's at the correct spot. Over here. She's very much not. So never mind. We won't do that. That's better. Okay. So, nose, X1 here. What are you doing, nose line, by the way? Like, what are you up to here? What are you doing? Who is she? Wish I could see things. Okay, so cute. 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 Cute, right? It's not flipped the way I would want it to be, but it is very close. I'd say this shape probably needs to come out a bit more, and this needs to also come out a bit more. Seems right. Seems right. So this kind of pushes it right up. And that one wasn't. I'm also confused about that part. Is that the same? No? Well, I'd say it's not. Well, let's look at this one. Then we're gonna want to have this. Yeah, that. And those lines. I think needs to be more like here? Wish I could tell. Wish I could see. Sweet, cute. Sweet, cute. Not exactly the same shape. Not even a little bit. This one. Simply no is not the same. Something more like this. Bless you. Wish I could get a nice view of both. Okay, but we've already done this once before. So if I grab the in particular and get rid of this. Just get rid of it completely. If I grab this and this, hold on. This should already be flipped. So this should already flip the way I want it. No, it doesn't. So if I grab this... Okay, hold on. Control C, Control V. We're gonna maybe do it this way. Could be better. So now I grab... Copy, paste. These two things. Flip angle X. Okay. Okay. And now over here, for both of them, they are at 0 and 0. 0. We'll say also 0 here, but then here, they're at 100. And here, they're at, oh, I don't know what the heck's going on there, 100. Okay? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it just yet. This one and this one should be at 100 on this side. Right? And 100, 100, 0, 0. Okay. Theoretically. And then, hold on. This one. This one. Those. Ahaha. And those shape. Both of these. Okay. Let's see if that worked. I think I just realized what I did wrong, but that's okay. Oh, wait. Hey! Not too bad. That looks nice. Good catch on the shading tool. Thanks so much. I think it looks good. I think it looks nice. Okay, so we have a pretty good head XY now. This needs a lot of help, but we can figure that out later. For now, I'm pretty happy with this, honestly. I think that her bangs... Hair XY, is that gonna do it? Is that what I'm looking at? Yeah, that could deal with a little bit of tweaking. Maybe, is that what I was looking at? No, because it looks like it's going down. Maybe I'm just looking at it too hard. I think it looks good. Safe. Okay. So would it be 90% through head XY? Not too shabby, friends. Like this is, let's just turn off the flower for now. Not too shabby, friends. That looks great. Pretend the flower's not there and it looks great. So I'm gonna call that a day for this. You'll see her again next Monday. And for now, give it another 4 hours and I'll be back for tarot. So thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me, for having a good time, and for believing in me, because look at that, we did it. Okay, I'll see you later. Very, very, very soon. Okay. Bye-bye.